What's your name?
My name's Ashley Mullin.
What is your experience with grief and loss?
5 years ago on May 15th, I lost my boyfriend of 5.5 years,
What's his name?
Joseph.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about him and what he was like?
He was a people person for sure, total opposite of me. He was a very giving person. He was one who, no matter what type of person you were, he would make you feel safe.
What do you miss most about him?
Everything.
Do you want to tell me a short story of him for the both of you?
He has a cabin up in Dinky Creek, and so we would go up there, whether it was for the night, because it's like 45 minutes away. We would go up there for a night. There was one time we stayed for a week. And it was just like a great escape because we didn't have Wi-Fi up at the cabin, so it was just phones off and just us.
Do you feel like people view your grief as less significant because you're young?
At first I did because I was younger. Yeah. Now when I talk about it, I think because I'm older, they don't look at it as like a teenager losing their high school love, because at first, yeah, it was like, you're so young, you have plenty of time. When in reality, I wasn't even thinking about the next day. One of his older, I don't even know who it was, but I was sitting literally at the funeral. He wasn't in the ground yet. And she says, don't worry, you move on soon. And in my head, I was just like, this is not only your family member, but not the time or place,
How did losing Joe affect your mental health and self-image?
It affected my mental health a lot in the first year. I was basically like a walking zombie, just trying to make it through the hours or the days, depending on what the day was. Whereas now it's more of a working to build myself better instead of just trying to survive. I'm trying to do more for myself and the future. I guess within the last 5 years, I wasn't thinking of a future. I was thinking of the getting through still.
So it's been 5 years. Do you feel like grief gets better with time?
No. It changes because you change. It doesn't consume your whole day. Certain aspects of it does get better with time. It's not as heavy and it's not as consuming, but there's definitely days where it lingers just as heavy as if it was that day or the night before, or like certain things that happen in life trigger it to where it can be full throttle, like I'm stage 1 in grief again. But overall, it just varies by day and your own mental state and what's happening around you.
Where did you find the hope to continue moving forward?
That's something that I still struggle with because there's some days where I don't. But overall, my sister, there's younger people here who need someone and can't go through more shit, more stuff, sorry.
If you could give one message to the world, what would it be?
To just be there for people, honestly, because you never know at the end of the day, whether it's something minuscule that fucked their day up or it's something that they're barely holding on to survive. You just have to be there for people, in whatever way they need it, whether it's silently sitting there, showing up with a care package, even though they say no, or just having a friendship, sending memes, bullshit back to each other, just being there.
Perfect. Thanks, Ashley.
Yeah.